Hi everybody, this is Cindy over at paper.old.new. Just thinking about gluing that to that yellow vellum. That would be really tedious, guys. It would look really neat, but it would be really hard. This paper is not very, it's very flimsy, so I don't know. I don't know. As you can see, I'm still messing with Halloween paper. It's not so bad. I'm sorting. Once again, by the time you see this video, what I was sorting this for will probably have already been completed, and I will have moved on and be sorting for another book. Probably through the same paper, though, because I've got some Halloween books I want to make. I want to use up all this Halloween paper. I'm not going to do it right now because it's not wanting to go in that hole. I organized my scrapbook paper finally, sort of, and the slots are, for some of the stacks, the slots are just barely big enough. Okay, moving right along. Guys, this is another Thrifty Thursday video, so hashtag Thrifty. I've had my morning coffee, I swear. Hashtag Thrifty Thursday, or you can head over to Turquoise Dreaming. Sheree over there has a list of the haulers, and it's big, it's vast, and they're finding great things. So I'm going to show you what I found. I went to the community thrift. I actually made 2 trips. I was in town anyway, and they have sales on stuff all the time. It's just whether or not, like Wednesdays, I had told you I like to go on Wednesdays because everything in the store, except for the new to you tags, is 50% off. Everything. And then they still have the whatever the color of the week. There's a color tag of the week that's $1. So you have a new to you tag and a color of the week that's $1, and then everything else in the store is 50% off on Wednesdays. And then they have other days. They have like a military day, and they have a teacher's day, and they have, you know, so if you have a teacher's ID, stuff's 50% off, that kind of thing. So, but I was in town on a Saturday, and I stopped in, and there's no special like group of people that gets a discount on a Saturday. It's just the $1 off the color, or that color is $1. So like on the Saturday I went in, for example, all blue tags in the store were $1. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So I was in there on the Saturday, and I only bought a few things on the Saturday, but I did go back on 50% off Wednesday. So blue tags were $1. As you can see, this was originally $5. And this set of placemats ended up being $1. And I thought they were pretty. These were bought expressly with the intention of, and I mentioned these in a previous video, and I will try again to link it below in the description box. Diane made ephemera holders out of these. So she would take one placemat. I haven't cut them apart. So she would take a placemat like this, and she would, on the inside, she would fold it in half, right? Okay. And she sews ribbon down either side and down the middle. And then what she does is she puts Ziploc bags. She just tapes a whole bunch of Ziploc bags in here so that when she sews up the ribbon in the middle, up one side of the ribbon and down the other, it attaches all these Ziplocs on either side. She uses the freezer bags because they're heavier plastic. And then, except in the sizes freezer bags don't come in, because she uses multiple sizes. So she uses the gallon bags, and she uses the quart bags, and then the sandwich bags and the snack bags don't come in. Anyway, watch her video rather than having me explain it, because she goes through the whole process. And it's really cool, and I think they make really neat bags. And what I think they're really neat for is if you do these by topic, or say you put a bunch of ephemera in there for a specific journal you're working on, you can take it with you. This can be like your holder. You can go, if you're going away for the weekend, you grab this holder and your book and some glue and a pair of scissors and you're set. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was a really cool idea. So I'm going to try it. These aren't very pretty on the inside, but that's okay because they'll be covered up with bags. So I'm not too worried about that. But in the other videos, I did show you that I bought some like Rogaine ribbon. So I thought the pink would be nice on the inside of this. And that is what I'm going to do with these. And because the reason I bought them this Saturday was because they fell in the dollar tags. So these were, it was $1 for a set of 4 placemats. Now, these did not fall in the dollar off or in the dollar tag. This was just full price hardback books. When I was in there, I was looking, all their books don't have tags on them except for some that they put on the top shelves that they put tags on, and none of the ones that had blue tags I wanted. So I was looking at them. Their hardback books are $1.99. Okay. And on 50% off day, they're $1. I was looking through the books, and I will admit that in the children's books, I tucked a few away and I took pictures of them on my phone so that when I went back on Wednesday, I could see if they were still there and I would buy them. These ones, however, like this one, Mary Englebright's Mother Goose, I didn't think this would be there. There was just no way. And I love her, and I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave it. I mean, look at the illustrations. They're so, I mean, her stuff is just so adorable. So I bought this one. I went ahead and paid their $1.99 for a hardback, which again, I mean, it's still not bad. This was printed in 2005. It was originally $20. So I got it for $2. I mean, they're just so cute. Look at her holding that little lamb. So this one I paid full price for because I just didn't trust for it to still be there come because I was there on Saturday, so it would have had to have made it all the way to Wednesday without being purchased, and I just didn't believe it would make it, and I wanted it, so I bought it. I love it. And this one has bigger and more illustrations than the last Mary, because the last Mary Englebright book I bought was a journal, so it was journaling pages decorated with pictures. This one is more not that. This one is more stories. Well, Mother Goose. So this is going to be a lot of fun to go through. And again, like we always say, it's going to be one of those things where you have to look at it. Like here's little Bo Peep, and I absolutely adore her in her little dress with her little crook. And I would love to make a giant tag out of her. Now, what is on the other side that I'm going to lose? Mother Goose herself. Yeah. Because little Bo Peep comes out to here, right through Mother Goose's goose. But when I look at it, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Mother Goose image. I was going to say she's on the front of the book, but she's not. I love this Mother Goose image, but I really love this little Bo Peep image. So it's going to be really hard for me to make that choice. Some of them you get lucky, and like the little lamb cart is in a spot where if I wanted to like cut the back of it off, it would be okay. Baba Black Sheep with his wool. If I wanted to get the princess, and it's above the little boy's head, but I don't know if it's above the tree. So I don't know what I would have to compromise. Some of them you can compromise a little bit. This one is, I can get him without any problems unless I was to want that letter, which I don't necessarily want the letters. They're cute. This is going to be hard, guys. I might be able to get both girls. These girls dressed in these little outfits are adorable to me. I mean, they're absolutely adorable. So yeah, I'm going to be going through this book and cutting it up for tags and things because the little girls and boys that she drew in here are amazing. And then I saw this one, the 12 T's of Friendship. Just the cover image, which is in here, is gorgeous. This one again, I saw it and I was like, I don't think this will make it. I just, for some reason, I had a feeling it wasn't going to make it for the almost week that it had to for me to get it. It's got, what I thought was neat about this one is, you guys over there in Britain, I love English tea. I think that it is such a cool tradition, and I think that it's sad that we didn't keep it. I think it's a neat thing where you sit down for tea and you have your cakes and your scones and I just think it's great. If I was industrious, I would do it myself, but I'm not. So, but I love looking at this stuff, and I love seeing the recipes for some of the, like, Victoria sponge cakes look really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'd really love to try making some and see if I'm any good at it. But there's recipes in here to do tea, but the images were what I bought it for. And I just really wasn't trusting that it would make it the whole time. Jam tea, Irish oatmeal scones. There's that's the cover image again. Just less of it. Not really from Devonshire cream. They're faking your cream, guys. Anyway, I just thought this was so cool. And I really, really want to make a tea journal. I just don't want to mess it up because I'm not English and I don't know all of the traditions. But I really love to make a tea journal. And I loved this book. So these two I paid full price for, but full price being $1.99, I wasn't really all that upset about it. This one doesn't have a sticker where I could give you an original price. It was given to somebody. There's a happy birthday and a date, July 5th, 2002. So yeah, I got those on the Saturday. Now I went back on Wednesday. And before I reveal whether or not all the books I wanted were there, I'm just going to pull off the top of the stack. And I got this. I've been seeing all these really cool altered bingo cards. And they don't really cover up. They don't like... It's not like the altered playing cards where you cover the surface with something so you can see the playing card through it. People just collage right on the bingo card. Like, start sticking stuff down. And they look really cool. This is really taped up. So this was 50% off, so I paid $1.50 for it. And it's heavy. Sounds like it has all its stuff. Let's look. I'm going to end up making this a long video, even though there's not really a lot here, just because I'm very, very chatty. I'm homeschooling my daughter, so the only other person I have to talk to during the day, besides you guys, when I make videos, is a very obnoxious, no, she's a good kid most of the time, 12-year-old girl. But she is a 12-year-old girl. Okay, here's the call sheet. Ooh, the clear things for the call sheet. All the little cardboard chips. I don't know how industrious I would be with these, but they're like little round pieces of chipboard. You could stick something on there. It'd be really small, but you could do it. Or stamp numbers. These could be number tags. This is, it's the, I guess you fill the cup and then this somehow makes them come out. Although I don't see how they get up in the spinner. Or maybe it goes on that way. Yeah. I'm so smart. Okay, so it goes on that way. And then you do this and you turn it and it drops them. These, so you can call. I can't pick them up. So I got a bunch of these. They're plastic. I guess you could drill through them, or you could glue them down, or you could glue them to a piece of this board. I don't know, but there's those. And then there's a whole stack of bingo cards. So now I've got bingo cards to play with. So that's fun. I've been kind of wanting to do that. I've been seeing videos for people who alter bingo cards, and I've been wanting to sit down and watch and see what they do and take some of my stuff and do a bingo thing. And look at these directions, guys. I mean, they're the bingo. Can you see the bingo, something was sitting on there that said bingo, and it kind of imprinted. It was a bingo card imprinted on the directions. They're so old. Look at that. These are aged directions. I'm going to use them as aged book page. I mean, how much fun is that? So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with this purchase. I didn't get to look inside the box before I bought it, so I'm happy with it. $1.50, and now I've got some bingo cards. Oh, and just so you know, I haven't pulled them all up here, and I don't know that I'll do a video with them, but, oh. Sorry, forgot a piece while I'm talking about this. My parents, again, were cleaning out their house, basement. You know, they came apart. None of us kids live at home anymore. But they had a ton of old board games. A ton, guys. I loaded the back. As a matter of fact, they're still all in the back of my car because I don't have any place in my craft room to put them all. And I don't know if you remember these bags. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but these plastic Ziploc storage bags that I bought at Hobby Lobby, I was going to go through all of the games and get out the pieces and the, you know, all that kind of stuff and put them in bags, you know, especially ones that I could use, like drill a little hole in and hang them off of a tab or something like that and put them in a gaming journal. But I just haven't done it yet. And I have debated whether or not to do another donations to the cause video with all the stuff that my parents got me. Okay, what else did we get? Okay, so this is not for journaling, but I just thought I'd share. I got this to be the strap of an old purse that I have that doesn't have a strap anymore that I absolutely love. It's brown leather, and I wanted to use this and maybe a scarf or something kind of wound around it and sewn to the ends. And then I was going to loop it. Well, it's already got a loop. It's too bad because I'm going to have to, but I'm going to cut that, try and seam rip it actually, because I'd like to get as much length as I can out of it. And then I'm going to, I bought some, I have to find them because I don't know what I've done with them now, but I have some ends so that it'll connect to the bag. And so that's what I bought this for. And everything was half off. Belts are $2.99. This was $1.50 for a strap for my purse. So yeah, excited about that. And then this scarf, the day I went in there, the Wednesday, I think Sunday is the changeover. I don't even know if they're open on Sundays. The changeover for this week, white tags were $1. So this scarf was $1 and I thought it was pretty. It's just kind of paisley. It's got like gray roses and pink, and it's just, yeah, it was $1. So what the heck. All right, now let's see what else. Okay, this was one of the books that I kind of tucked away and hoped for. I'm now looking for books I can cut things out of that I like the pictures in. And I love these. Look at the bear in the tree with the little guy up here. And these two little girls with the animals in the little house. I don't know how I will cut them up, but I am looking forward to... This was a Christmas present in 1984. I don't know if there's a... The copyright on it is 1981. So they're old stories. Like here's a lady and her swan. And this is a whole town of people. I don't know. Again, I don't know how all of the pictures will get used, but I know that most of them will get used. If I see a picture like this that I'm really, really unsure of how to use or break up, but there's a picture on the back that I really, really like, it'll make the choice less hard. I thought this was really pretty. You see the deer with the flowers and the princess with the blue rose. I don't know what. The Enchanted Deer is the name of this story. Never heard of that one. Here's the little red hen. I'm pretty sure she's the one that bakes bread. Yeah, and nobody helps, but then they all want to eat the bread at the end. And she doesn't let them. But I like all the animals in it. It ends. I mean, it's a one-page thing. But I like this picture. Oh, it's on the back of the deer. Of course it is. It's going to be a choice. Look at them. They're just on the back of words. I like those ones. Look at them. All sleeping. Oh, you're not even on camera. You'd think by now I'd have figured out where my camera was. I feel like I watched through my videos after I've gotten them all edited and everything, and I look and I go, I was a little low. Like I keep it down here instead of up here in the frame. Anyway, yeah, this was, see, like the little girl. Look at that one. Love her. And her little doll sitting there looking just as despondent as she is. I like this lady and the snail. You can't see her face, but she's got a big bonnet. I just thought this was cute. Teeny tiny. You see her snail. And the dragonfly up here, and then there's a butterfly down here. It's a neat picture. This is Puss in Boots. There's a picture of a princess and a prince. So, and here's some bunnies. All kinds of bunnies. So, yeah, I just thought the illustrations, because I go through books that are collections of stories to look for pictures like that, and I don't always come out with stuff that I like. So, let me see. This was another one that I set aside. This is a two-way book. So, like, it starts this way, and it's black and white, or monochromatic, I guess. These are Aesop's fables. So, there's all kinds of little, can you see? Little pictures like that in here for Aesop's fables. And they did what I have requested in the past. There's it's words and then a picture, and words and then a picture. So any of these pictures that I like will be easy to get. Now, my plan for this book was about the alphabets, but as you can see, I can't get them all because they're back to back to back to back. And I don't think I can copy this because, although it goes through the alphabet twice. I don't know why I'm looking at that upside down. So this was the nonsense alphabet. And I have read this. I remember this from when I was a kid. A was once an apple pie, piety-whitey, tighty-piety, and nice and sidey apple pie. And it goes through the whole alphabet. Now wait, when it got to the end, it started again. So I might be able to alternate these nonsense ones with A was an ape who stole some white tape and tied up his toes in four beautiful bows. A funny old ape. I don't know, they're both kind of cool. I really wanted to make some alphabet books. I thought they would be fun. Maybe I can go online and find another copy of this so that I can do... I can't find a copy right. I just wanted to know if I could just do it the easy way and copy it, the pages, but I don't see 1967. I don't know. So I'm going to have to check this out. Maybe I can find another copy of it, but my plan was, I love those nonsense alphabets, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to take these and make an alphabet journal. Actually two, since it's got two different, nonsense alphabets. V was once a little vine, viney, whiny, twiny, viney, twisty, twiny little vine. They're like tongue twisters. But that was one I tucked away and was still there when I got back. I think there was one more. I did buy more books than this, than the ones that I tucked away. But there were no more in the children's section. I found this in the children's section, which I thought was kind of weird. It's not, I don't think it's a children's book. See, it's called The Old Neighborhood, or Good Old Days presents hometown memories. So its contents are like uptown, downtown, delicious memories, hometown celebrations, neighbors at work, the old neighborhood. And it's like, there's a parade. This is from like Old Town America. Some of this stuff would be fun in Americana Journal just because that's the topic for what most of this is. But it's like just the way things happened in small town America. Some of it is photographs. Like that's a very, very pixelated old photograph. And some of it is illustrations. That I think is from, this says Park Bench. I think that's from a movie, or at the very least staged, but could just be me. And then there's All Hail the Trolley Man. I don't know if these are firemen and policemen rode free on trolleys and they never sat down. Instead, they stood up front with the motorman and talked like old friends. This was the reason most boys wanted to be one or the other when they grew up. So it talks about life in old towns, which it's a shame that it's been lost to, you know, modern day, not the hustle and bustle, I guess. Like we don't have time in the day for, you know, some of the stuff. Like he looks like he's getting ready to jump up out of there. He's trying to get a shave, and it looks like maybe he's a fireman. Yeah, he's got the suspenders, and it looks like they're getting a call, so he's getting ready to jump up out of that chair and go to work. Look at this. Old perms. Anyway, I just thought this was, look at him getting, actually he's trying to decide, it looks like. He's got money, but he doesn't know. Street Vendors of Chicago. Look at that. Old washing machine. 1 minute washer, where you had to roll it through the thing. I mean, it's just old Americana, and I think it's going to make a fun, that's a beautiful painting. I think it's going to make a fun, like fun additions to journals. And then there's things like this. This is additions for Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. What did I say? Ads, additions, ads, advertisements. Sorry, my daughter's upstairs doing school. So I've got school on the brain. Anyway, yeah, there's some advertisements in here. There's the circus coming. There's a clown watching the... Here's the circus came to town. Old-fashioned parades. I just really liked this book. Look at them all sitting around in the general store. The old guys telling the little boy stories around the potbelly stove and the... I mean, there's something to be said for those slow days. Okay. I know I'm taking forever. This is taking a lot longer than it should for this particular. Again, these were on Half Price Wednesday. So these are all hardbacks. They were $1 a piece. The Magical Menagerie. I was on the fence about this one. Again, I bought it for illustrations. There's a little picture of a frog. I thought this was cute. Has anybody ever heard the, I think this is the Brementown Musicians. Yeah, Musicians of Brementown. It was like a donkey, a chicken, a dog, and a cat. So, yeah. The Brothers Grimm. Country Mouse and Town Mouse. I always thought it was Country Mouse and City Mouse, but yeah, that works too. The Fox and the Stork. I don't know that I've ever read that one. The Hare and the Tortoise. But I got them because these are all from Jean de La Fontaine. I don't know. A French guy? What author? The Nightingale, the Snail, and the Briar. That's pretty. Here's the Ugly Duckling. And then Charles Perrault. Look at that dress. Donkey skin. Never heard of it. Little Red Riding Hood apparently was Charles Perrault. It's funny, we know the stories, but we don't know the authors. Puss in Boots. So again, it's very interesting too, because based on his lifetime, when these stories were written would have been sometime between 1628 and 1703. But yeah, these are done by author, and I thought the illustrations were cute. I spent a lot of time in the children's book section, guys. I always spend a lot of time in the children's book section because I like to go through. I'm on the hunt for Dr. Seuss and Berenstain Bears. This is another Mother Goose. I liked these. I thought they would make good cards or tags, especially if you cut them out and put them on book page or, you know, something like that. Just a lot of cute illustrations. And I don't necessarily know that I'll keep the big ones unless there's something in one of the big ones that I just really have to have. Mostly I got it for the little ones because I think the little ones will make, like I said, fun tags and cards and things. Just with the old pictures. And whatever words I can save will end up getting used for, you know, collage and whatever. Unless there's a, you know, one of the poems that I really want more than I like. Like there might be some pictures that I just don't like. And I'm like, I don't know if I'll use that. So I'll take whatever poem is on the back. I like this picture of Robin Hood. I didn't know he did, you know, praying. It looks like he's got a rosary and a... This one's getting a little big, so I'd have to see what was on the other side. But, yeah. So I got that. It was, again, $1. And then this one is a softback. Softbacks are 99 cents, so 50 cents half off. Again, for the illustrations. Look at him eating his peach on the beach. That dog is waiting for some. This is, again, poems, side-by-side poems to read together. Again, illustrations, just because when I finally do sit down and make tags and pockets, and I'm saying this now, hopefully by the time you see this video, I will have done exactly what I'm telling you I want to do, which is sit down and make tags and pockets and stuff out of all this ephemera I'm collecting. I feel like I do a lot of collecting and not a lot of production. Okay, and then of course, I always check. Most of the time at Community Thrift, the little golden books are newer. They're the new ones that I'm not interested in. They're made from new cartoons. They're made from... I'm looking for the old ones. I like the old ones. I don't have a copy of Scuffy the Tugboat. I had this book when I was a kid. It's got some writing and stuff in it. I have seen where people, they preserve the cover, but they don't necessarily preserve the inside. So I'm debating whether or not to cover my insides, because the collaged covers are kind of fun. And when they're written on like this, it's a good way to cover them up. So I don't know. I've also seen where people just stick a library pocket here. So you still get the little golden book for the most part, but you've got a library pocket that covers up the writing. Now on this one, she's written way out here to the side. So that library pocket would be really offset and kind of weird looking. This might be a candidate for one that I collage. Scuffy the Tugboat is 1955, 1946, copyright renewed, 1974, 23rd printing, 1980. So this is not an old copy of Scuffy the Tugboat, but it is Scuffy the Tugboat. So I got that. Again, hardback. So $1. Sorry, was having a moment there. I think it's interesting to note that in 1980, they were 69 cents, and they're all the way up to $6 now. That didn't take long. And then I found this one, Jingle Bells. This is probably going to be, oh no, this is a print. This was printed in 1979, so it's a year older than that one. I love the fact that it has a copy of Jingle Bells in the back. I checked it. The pages are in good shape. This is going to be a fun candidate for a Little Golden Book Christmas journal. I don't know if it's the only Christmas themed one I have. When I go through my Little Golden Books, I will look so that I know whether or not I have more than one Christmas journal I can make. Okay, hitting the adult side, this little book was one that I tucked, or well, I made a note of it and hoped that it was there when I got back. And the reason I did was not necessarily, I mean, the pictures are really cool. That's a cup with ice cream, a teacup with ice cream in it. It's called Grandma's Kitchen Journal. So it's already a journal. Look at this. This is a pocket. I mean, how much fun is that? And I even already like the paper. That will go in a vintage cookbook. I'll probably cover up the tab, but it'll go in a vintage cookbook. So I like the pictures. And then they have all kinds of, there's all kinds of information in here. I don't know if I'll use any of it. Seasonal food chart. Conversion chart for measurements. It has Celsius and Fahrenheit, metric to imperial, which is really nice. Different preparation techniques. I mean, there's just all kinds of, oh, there's a picture of different eggs, cheese and dairy, meat, choosing your cuts, oven temperatures and roasting times. Might have to take a look at that. Chicken, duck, guinea fowl, quail, pictures of birds. Anyway, this is not the whole reason I bought it. There's more of these pockets. What I like about them is this is the same, but the tuck spot here is covered with different stuff. And I love these teacup collages. They would make a great background in that tea journal I want to do for tags and stuff. All right, so there's recipes in here. What I thought was really cool is there's these hints and tips pages. Now they are on the backs of pictures of recipes or pictures of finished products. Sorry, there I am doing that again. But there's these. Look at these. Just a note and recipe, serves, ingredients, method, just a quick little bitty recipe card. And there's tons of them. And they're different. The borders on them are different. So for the most part, I mean, the recipes are great, but I bought it for the journaling cards, guys. I'm not going to lie. Is that a Victoria sponge cake? Okay, that one I might have to keep. I've been wanting to make one of these. So, like, yeah. Anyway, I thought this was a lot of fun. And since it was still there on 50% off day, I got it for $1. I'm probably going to cut all of these apart and use, some of the helpful hints. I have to decide whether I want the helpful hint page or the just a note page. For some of them, not all of them. Decisions, guys. Doesn't that happen to us whenever we buy books? Okay, what else did I get? I got one more book, I think. I wasn't going to buy any more cookbooks. I do have a stack of stuff ready to make some cookbook journals, and I'll probably do a bunch of them all at once. But this was Norman Rockwell illustrations, and if you look through this book, I mean, look at them in the ice cream shop. Can you see them? And look at her, the dog begging her for whatever it is she's eating. There's tons of recipes in here. I feel like that's the cover of a Saturday Evening Post. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't read Saturday Evening Post, but I feel like I've seen that picture before. Look, he's shining shoes and she's peeling pears or apples. I loved the images in here. Oh, he's yelling and she's not happy. And the little boy's crying and nobody's paying attention. Over breakfast. Look at that. For a hot, nourishing meal. Isn't that gorgeous? It's black and white, but it's still really cool. I mean, no swimming. So yeah, I got this one. I mean, I will definitely go through here and see what the recipes are. This is from 1987, 1990. This edition published in 1996. So this is not an old book, but the images are old, and I don't know how old the recipes are. So yeah, I got it to put some images in the cookbook journals. Oh my gosh, guys, my brain is like dead today. All right. And this video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I don't need any more cards. Can I just tell you? I don't. But this was unique as far as I was concerned. It is, and if I'm going to make ABC journals, and look, I'm down here picking it. It broke. Something underneath of it broke. Okay, I will admit to, they had this taped closed in the store. And on the front, I should have been able to tell what it was, but I wanted to see how intact it was. So it says there's a memory game, a sequencing game, Crazy Eights, Edition War, Go Fish, and Old Maid. But it's in a pretty sturdy box. I wasn't sure how much of the weight was cards and how much of the weight was box. And I don't like buying things that I can't see. Not used anyway. Like when you're buying something brand new, if there's pieces missing, you can take it back. But if you're buying something in a thrift store, it's pretty much as is. No refunds, no returns. So you just get to deal with whatever's in there. But I opened it up and they were all here. So yeah, I needed more cards like I needed a hole in the head. But I thought these would be a ton of fun. And I might not even alter all of them. I mean, I might... Are they stuck in the box? That felt sticky. Oh, it is sticky. This box is torn. Can you see the... They really fit in there too. So these are memories. So there should be two, at least two of every card, right? 54 cards. Yep, there's 2 cakes. See, like he can go in the on the A page of an alphabet journal. Or in an A pocket. What I might do is like keep the picture and sew some coffee dyed paper around the outside. Maybe put a sticker on here of the letter or stamp it or something. It is kind of smooth, like whatever they coat these with, it's coated. So I don't know how well a stamp would work. But yeah, so there's these, and then there's a set of Go Fish. I really want to look at the Go Fish because they look like they're really... They're stuck. And I'll tell you what, these box pockets... Oh no, that one's not as bad. So the Go Fish, look at that. They actually have the names on them. You guys see those? Those are really pretty. These would be fun in an aquarium journal or an ocean journal. I like those. And then there's directions on how to play Go Fish in case you didn't know. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't assume that everybody in the world knows how to play Go Fish. It's just that it was from my childhood. And here's some adding. So 2 plus 9, I guess. Ice cream trucks or trucks. Animals, 2 plus 5, 5 plus 3. I don't... Oh, it's war. So I guess what you have to do... I don't know if there's directions in this one. I've played War. I've never played Edition War. So you deal them out and you flip them up, and I guess whoever's edition adds up higher wins the pot. So this one's an 8, so he gets the pot, or the cards. For those of you who have ever played War, I guess that's how that goes. So like 7 and 8, he gets the ball, the cards. And they have examples of other ones in here. Others of these kits. The social studies and science ones look really cool. I don't know if you could... 6 sets of cards, 324 cards in all. It looks like there's states and presidents and dinosaurs, bugs. That one might be fun to try and find. Yeah, so I don't know what the sequencing card sounds to me like. I don't know how much of a game this is. I guess you have to draw them. You probably have to draw them, and if you make your sequence first. So you get that little girl. Oh. Assuming that's the same little girl. Or maybe not. I don't know. Here's another little girl. Oh no, this is the building of the block tower. This is the making of chocolate milk, the growing of something, the building of a snowman. So you put them in order as you get the cards that are supposed to go together. Oh, maybe the backgrounds tell you. So like these ones are pink. This one's white. So maybe that goes with her. Oh, and here's a white. Did we skip straight from... Wow. I don't know how many's in each sequence. There's the snowman again. But yeah, these are kind of fun. There's carving a pumpkin. It's kind of cool. The seasons, caterpillars, ladybugs. I don't know. I've never played this game, but the cards are neat. They make like little... I mean, you can even cut the people out. Put them on stuff. They don't have to stay on their card. I think they would be really cool if you sewed some sort of journaling paper or glued some sort of journaling paper to the back and then, you know, added a ruffle and some sort of decoration and called it a day and stuck it in a pocket. They make, I feel like they make good, ready-made, quick go-to cards. This should not be taking an hour. I don't even know if you guys want to see all these. Mouse, pig, moth, elephant, oyster. And the old maid is a frog. I always just played with a deck of cards and the old maid was the queen of spades. I think that's how we did it. And then the crazy eights one, the tab is torn off of there. But if that's the worst thing. Also, I'm not counting these, so I don't know that all of them are here. Oh, these are kind of neat. These have the clubs, 4 clubs. So you could almost, it's supposed to be 54 cards. You could almost count this up. There's an ace. You could almost count this up and use this as a deck of a regular deck of cards. A deck of kids cards. That would be fun. I'm not sure there's still 54 cards there, though. And I don't know what 54 would be. I didn't see any jokers, unless they're counting the instruction card and something else. I don't know. I might actually go through this one and see if it's a full deck of cards. I don't know why I love playing cards, but I do. I have like several different decks of playing cards. That fits really loose in there too, which makes me think that it's not all there. Okay, guys. Sorry this took so long. I got really chatty. I hope you stuck through it with me and enjoyed the talks. If you guys enjoyed this video and you like to see the hauls, don't forget to hashtag Thrifty Thursday and head over to Turquoise Dreaming and check out some of the other ones. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to Paper Old New. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.